View. So he started moving 50 to 60 feet away, moving his power circles away from me down the street towards Avenue de Deseo in order to lead me out so that he could get me away from my house, so that he could turn the spotlight on so that I could be a suspicious person, because that was the underlying context of the entire situation. That's why I made this review early and then pointed out certain specific instances when we had personal interactions, and all of the interactions and all of his feedback had to do with me being involved away from my house, trying to lead me away from my house when he changed speed and certain things like that. So then he did power circles for a long period of time. I don't have the time right now, but it was a really long period of time, and I stayed at my house while they were trying to figure it out. And there was no call, so I don't know what kind of fake news story they're going to post for this tomorrow, but it should be brilliant. There will be one. I don't know how it's going to work, but they'll make something up. And whatever it is, it'll be fake, because he flew up Geronimo, had a personal interaction with me, and then he had a second personal interaction at the end of my street and got all excited because I was away from my house and he could turn on his spotlight. And then we had a personal interaction in my side yard, my backyard. And then we had the personal interaction where when he started leading me, and this is why I started this recap, this part of the video, because of the feedback of this incident. So when he started leading me away, trying to move his power circles farther out, I said I wasn't leaving my house. I don't have to. I can record you from here. And then he got pissed and he chopped a lot harder and louder and came back closer to me again to where his original power circles were. And so that wasn't like, oh, it just happened. Just like when he was leading me out behind the medical building at Geronimo Alicia intersection past the canine unit. So he was trying to lead me away. I said I wasn't going. He came back and chopped really hard and really aggressively and loud. And then he started doing aggressive pulsed accelerations. And I also have a second piece of evidence for consistency in the feedback. After all of this is after the entire episode, and so I deleted a couple of the reviews because I needed to save space for the military helicopter, the fake military copter that they flew over after. So this is much later, at like 11:10 or something like that. And so he has already flown back past my house. He went down the helicopter route towards Alicia. So, and when he was doing that, I jumped up on the truck. I was updating these videos when he did that, and he flew and he did the same aggressive pulses, and I have that video recorded. So he did gnarly aggressive pulses because he was pissed off, and that was feedback. So he was pissed off that I didn't follow him, then he's pissed off about the event in general. And so there's consistency in that to give credence to my story about him trying to lead me away, and that the whole entirety of the situation had to do with leading me away so that he could use a spotlight. There was no call.